We've seen Batman in training across different movies, TV shows, and comics.
But what if there was a live-action TV series that covered the full training of Bruce Wayne from Orphan to Dark Knight?
And before you say it, yes, we know about the Gotham TV show, but that show mainly covered Bruce getting training from Alfred before he traveled the world. This one would cover his actual travels, covering different aspects of Bruce's training.
The show would adapt different comics to show the full version of Bruce's journey. We know for sure that we would see him learn martial arts from his mentors like Kirigi in the mountains.
And we'd love to see him learn from the real Henri Ducard, not Ra's al Ghul, but the French manhunter who taught Bruce to actually become the world's greatest detective.
This series also could be set during the DCU as a prequel to the Brave and the Bold movie, with the door open for Bruce's mentors to return in future movies or DCU projects. It's like Kung Fu The Legend Continues meets Batman. It's like Bruce training in the snowy mountaintops in Batman Begins, but make that a whole movie. Also, not just training martial arts, but perhaps he goes to learn how to drive cars in one episode, talks to the best stunt driver ever or something like that. It would probably be mostly martial arts. Also, the big overarching thing of like, what is it that makes Batman? That could be the ending point of the entire show, because let's say he goes to train ninjutsu here in Japan and he's like third or fourth best there. And then he goes to train at the Shaolin Temple in China and he's like fifth best there. And like every episode, it's like, is this guy good at martial arts or not? And then he goes to train driving here and other skills, detective skills, maybe in England, something like that, Sherlock Holmes type. And he's never really the best at any of them. But in the end, when it all culminates into the Bat mixture, that is when it actually works. It would be like the embodiment of the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. Even though he wasn't the best at any of them, when he puts it together in his own personal mix, his own personal melange, that's when it becomes something special.
Let's also remember that one of the reasons people love Batman is his relatability, is him being human. If Bruce is from day one always great at every single thing, this becomes a very, very boring show. It's a lot more exciting to see a Bruce Wayne who doesn't have everything together and see how he puts everything together.
The ninja guys don't know how to drive. The Shaolin Kung Fu guys don't know detective work. You put it all together. That's when you get Batman, you know? It's the big mix of everything. So that's, other than the awesome traveling destinations per episode and different learnings from, you know, the Far East, learning different lessons from everywhere he goes and seeing the world and seeing a poor young Bruce, which is all awesome. The other great thing about this pitch is we get to see just how important all the factors that make Batman come together.
Big thanks to our research assistant Dan for gathering the visuals for this.
And you can join our $5 Patreon tier, where we cover topics and deeper dives that don't make it into the main show episodes, like the additional concept art for Spider-Man No Way Home. We'll also be diving deeper into our series pitch,
including our fan casting for each of Bruce Wayne's mentors. So join us at patreon.com/superherostuffpod. We are $100 short of our goal of $300 a month, so join the Patreon and help out, and if we reach $300 a month, we will celebrate by covering Superman Lives on the main show.
And then we'll dive right on in to those tighty red Speedos. And if we reach $500 a month, I'm going to don that Nick Cage suit.
You can check out my new audio story for Halloween, The Dark Knight Fears, an adaptation of the Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale story from Haunted Night, but adapted for Christian Bale's Batman in a rematch against Cillian Murphy's Scarecrow. You can also check out my short story, Shortcut to Happily Ever After, at Metaphorosis Magazine.
And please check out my gaming podcast. That's Gaming Gaiden on YouTube and where you get your podcasts. Gaiden is spelled Gaiden, Gaming Gaiden. And also please check out metalforce.gaiden. Ninja. That's our website where you can see the film that I'm working on. That is basically R-rated Power Rangers meets Stranger Things.
Thanks for watching, and as usual, tell all your friends about us.